Okay, this is it. This is the follow-up to the most popular video on my channel, which is my personal rant about Unilever changing the formula of their Lever 2000 soap. So if you haven't seen that video yet, I'd go check that out and then come back and watch this one. But for those of you who have been on the hunt for a good replacement for Lever 2000 soap ever since they changed their formula, I have a couple of good alternatives for you that I'm going to outline in this video. I'll talk about the pros and cons. First of all, thank you to everyone who has joined the discussion on that original video, and I'd encourage you to continue that in the comments below this video so we can all kind of, crowdsource our solution to the problem that Unilever thrust upon us. So most people in the comments had complained that they've been using Unilever's product, Lever 2000, since the 1990s, and that's certainly true of my family. I grew up with it, and then I adopted that soap as part of my family now for the last 10 years. And whether that was their original formulation or their version with aloe in it, or even they had a pomegranate version, all of those are now gone. And I say gone, the original formulation is gone, and the new formulation just falls short. It's just not as good. It doesn't lather as well. It leaves kind of a slimy residue. The bar itself is in a shape that's such that it's the kind that breaks in half when it starts to get too small. So a lot of little picky complaints, but you don't mess with a loyal fan base and their hygiene routine, because that's something that people just depend on. They use the same product. People are very brand loyal when it comes to hygiene. So without further ado, I present to you a couple of potential alternatives if you fall into that camp that's a little frustrated with Unilever. Okay, I'll talk about them in one at a time, and then I'll kind of compare them, contrast them, and tell you which one I like the most. So these are both sold in multi-packs, either at Costco, Walmart, Target, and any of those kinds of places. One is called Tone, and the individual boxes here don't really have any graphics or anything, so I apologize for that. And the other, Irish Spring, is more well-known, more common. Okay, so two pretty decent soap products. Neither one quite comes close to how much I liked the original Lever 2000, but let's go over the virtues of each one. So I have two unopened boxes here. That's familiar for you if you were a Lever 2000 user. It came in a box. Okay, Tone, you open it up and it almost looks like a candle. Kind of has a waxy look and texture to it. It is similar in shape to the new formulation of Lever 2000, so it's a little bit longer than the old one, but a little bit shorter than the new one, so maybe a good compromise there. It does kind of have that curved feel to it. Pretty deep impression of their logo here. Now, smell-wise, it's just very, very subtle. It almost smells like Play-Doh. So that's maybe the biggest drawback for Tone. Now, the texture of this soap and how it holds up in the shower and how it feels in your hand is just like Lever 2000. So that is probably the strong point. The smell is probably the low point. It just doesn't have a really strong smell, but it does leave me feeling pretty clean. I don't have a soapy residue on me. I did notice actually that it tended to dry my skin out a little bit. So, again, not a perfect substitute, but it's close. It comes close, and thank you to the users who submitted that as a possible replacement in the comments on the last video. So if you like Tone, if you're unfamiliar with Tone, maybe give it a try. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Now, Irish Spring, kind of a universally known company. This is part of Colgate-Palmolive, and I should have said this belongs to Dial. Okay, so Tone is a Dial soap. This is a Colgate-Palmolive soap. Now, I can already smell Irish Spring, and it's a lot stronger of a scent than Lever 2000, and really a lot stronger of a scent than most soaps out there. So as soon as I opened that multi-pack from Costco, it just filled the place with the smell of Irish Spring. Now, I will say Irish Spring, the price is right. Now, with Tone, it's almost exactly the same as it was with Lever 2000, so you get 8 bars for about $4.50, something like that. for Irish Spring. Similar price point per bar if it's purchased through Costco. This is about 50 cents a bar, but you get a 20 pack, and that's the smallest one you can get there. So Irish Spring, a few things you'll notice. It looks very similar to the aloe version of the Lever 2000 soap. Again, kind of has this curved structure to it. Not as deep of an impression on here, and does kind of have a waxy appearance. So you can see it almost looks like a candle again. Now, I did not need to even hold that as close to my nose as I did when I smelled it. It has a really strong smell. And this is kind of that classic smell if you walk into someone's bathroom, you're like, oh, it smells like clean soap in here. That's probably what you're thinking of. So, you know, really good scent to it, but it is kind of a strong scent and a very, it's not like a natural soap scent. This lathers really well, better than the tone. So there's more of a lather to it. It does leave more of a residue on your skin than the tone. So it feels kind of more like a Dove kind of soap where it's hard to rinse it all the way off. So of the two, you know, tone dries your skin out a little bit. This moisturizes a little bit better. Tone holds up longer. It's kind of a harder soap. This you'll go through a little bit faster because it's a little bit softer. So, you know, either one, a decent substitute for the original, but neither one is as good as the original. So rest in peace, Lever 2000. But hopefully for those of you who've been on the search for an adequate replacement, you've seen something in this video that will, you know, maybe give you something you can try out on your own. Okay, let me know in the comments below if you found something better. I'm open to other reviews, other kinds of soap. For me and my family now, we still have about 4 bars of tone and like another 18 bars of Irish Spring. So we'll be going through them for a little while. Okay, I appreciate everyone's feedback. This is what's so powerful about this medium on YouTube. We can collaborate and find a solution together. So keep that up in the comments below. Like I said, subscribe to this channel by clicking on this part of my wall over here. And then on this side, on this striped towel, check out some of the other videos that I've made on this channel. And, you know, send your comments my way. Thanks for subscribing.